It's not the best agent who wins listings. It's the best marketer. Here's what we're going to do. In less than 30 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how you can train your ChatGPT to only speak to your target audience. It's one of the most powerful things you can do in marketing. How to speak emotionally to your audience, because people are sold on emotion and justified with logic. What we're going to do in this video is less than 30 minutes. We're going to show you how to train your ChatGPT, how to speak to your ideal client emotionally and attract those sellers and listings that you are looking for. Go ahead and check this out. Make sure you like and subscribe and leave us a comment.
AI for real estate agents.
I'm going to show you guys how to train your ChatGPT to speak to your clients emotionally. All right? Speak to your clients emotionally. This is big because a lot of times with ChatGPT, you got to remember this one saying: garbage in, garbage out. Garbage in, garbage out. In school, your teacher might have told you there's no such thing as a dumb question. There's definitely such thing as a dumbass question when it comes to ChatGPT, right? You can't just ask it anything and get a great result. So when you do this, what you need to do is first train it who your target audience is. You need to train it who your target audience is. And in doing so, you got to remember a couple things when creating your target audience. You don't just want to say, create me a post for buyers. That's how you get bad posts. That's how you see people using it wrong. You don't just want to say buyers or sellers. You want to be very specific about who you are marketing to. A basic rule of marketing is if you market to everybody, you market to nobody, right? Your content and your message has to be very specific to who you are marketing to. So with that being said, some good target audiences. I'm going to just go ahead and start sharing my screen here. So some good target audiences. Zoom in. Some good target audience. I'm going to give you guys some examples. First-time millennial home buyer in Tampa Bay, Florida. All right. Why is this an example of a good target audience? I said clearly who it is. A first-time home buyer. I stated their age. They're a millennial. And I stated where they are located. Right? It's a lot different than just typing buyer. Would everybody here agree? Can I get some thumbs up? You all understand this? All right. Same thing with seller. You don't want to just select seller. That shit, it doesn't work. You need to clearly state what type of seller it is. What you can say is luxury home seller looking to downsize in Tampa Bay, Florida. That's a lot different, correct, than just seller. So the very first thing that you need to do is clearly identify who you are marketing to. I normally say who they are, normally say where they're located, and then if you want extra points, give an age range. So you can say baby boomer. You can say Gen X. You can say millennial. You can go through age ranges. Luxury home seller looking to downsize in Tampa Bay, Florida. So for the sake of this video, what I am going to do is luxury home seller in Tampa Bay, Florida. Okay? So what I'm going to do is show you how to train your ChatGPT to speak to this client emotionally and create something of what we call an ideal client profile, right? Who is your ideal client and creating it from there. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to open up this magic prompt sequence. I'm going to share this link here in the chat, and we're going to also share it with you guys after this. So here are the list of prompts that we are going to be using for this video. So you're going to notice we have asked some different things. So the very first thing I'm going to ask you are, what are the fears of, I'm going to just copy and paste this here. So what are the fears of a luxury home seller in Tampa Bay, Florida? Here's what ChatGPT is going to do. It's going to go through and it's going to list out the fears. Market timing, property perception, extended time on the market, Negotiation pressure, the fear of getting stuck in tough negotiations. Marketing research, staging and presentation. So what ChatGPT does, it starts identifying what are the fears of this type of individual. Okay? Very important, because if you don't understand what your clients are fearing, it's really hard to create a marketing message to them that makes sense. The next thing you're going to want to do, what are the goals of your target audience? So what are the goals of a luxury home seller looking to downsize in Tampa Bay, Florida? Some key things I want to mention to you guys here. Notice that I did not open a new chat. I didn't do that. You have to stay in the same chat thread. Stay in the same area. So first I ask, what are the fears of my target audience? Then I go into what are the goals of my target audience? Why? Because if I don't know the goals of my target audience, how can I create any marketing for them? Tax and financial optimization, privacy, and discretion.
At 2, you gonna make my dinner?
All right.
At
Hey,
2?
Chad, you're still unmuted.
At 2:00.
Chad, you're unmuted.
Oh, sorry.
Yep. And then what do we do next? So first, what are the fears? Next, what are the goals? Third, what are the motivations? So here we go. What are the motivations of a luxury home seller in looking to downsize Tampa Bay, Florida? So again, stay in the same chat thread. So first, what are the goals? Second, what are the fears? Third, what are the motivations? Simplify living, environmental concerns. We'll see about that. About each one. And here's a big one. It's my personal favorite. What are the internal dialogues of your target audience? I'm going to copy this one here. So then what are the internal dialogues of a luxury home seller in Tampa looking to downsize in Tampa Bay, Florida? You know, ChatGPT is pretty good with spelling mistakes too, so that helps out. But then it goes through, what's the internal dialogue? Is now the right time to sell? They may question whether market conditions are optimal. Do I need all this space anymore? So it starts going through and literally identifying, what are they thinking? Because look, family, if you really want great market to message match, knowing what they're thinking, getting that voice inside of their head. How many people here have ever been watching a video and you're like, oh my gosh, this video was made just for me, right? This is what they do. They get what your internal dialogue is and they're able to speak it into existence. And now here's where the magic happens, family. Now create an ideal client profile using the information above. So now create an ideal client profile using the information above. And now it's going to go through and start clearly identifying the demographic, the lifestyle, motivations, fears and concerns. For each one. Goals. Internal dialogue, preferences. All right, family, this is where the magic starts happening, right? Because before you start asking it, create posts, help me with dialogue, help me with emails, help me with this, help me with that. First, train it on who you are marketing to. Come in here and create your ideal client profile before you start asking it for anything else. And we'll go over another video on what we do next after this. And then here is the important part as well. You will see here, update memory word for word with this entire chat. And then you paste this one. Here's why this is important. You will see memory updated. So family, check this out. This is really cool and it's word for word. The memory feature on ChatGPT now means your entire ChatGPT is now trained on your ideal client profile. So if I open up new chats, guess what's still with me? My ideal client profile. Your ChatGPT is starting to learn who you are marketing to. So now this is your memory. Again, family, think about ChatGPT as an employee, right? If you want your employee to remember something, what if it was something as easy as, hey, employee, remember this? And they remembered it word for word. How beautiful and fantastic would that be? That's what this does when you say update memory word for word with this entire chat. Now it knows this entire ideal client profile is saved to the memory of your ChatGPT. So let's say this. I'm going to do another one here on screen for us because there's a simpler way that you can be doing this as well. So the first person to put their target audience in the chat, that's the one I'm going to be using here. Who wants to put their target audience in the chat? I'm going to create another one and do it just a little bit quicker for you to show you how simple this can really be. Let's see. Who is going to enlighten us with their target audience in the chat? Veteran. Let's go a little bit deeper. So a veteran home buyer, where are they located at? Vegas. All right. So here we go. So we're going to say, check this out, family. So you can copy and paste each one. First time veteran, home buyer in Las Vegas. So here's what we are going to do. I'm just going to tell ChatGPT, my target audience is, so all I'm going to tell it is my target audience is first-time home buyers in Las Vegas, first-time veteran home buyers in Las Vegas. Here's what you can do if you're like me and like getting things done a little bit quicker. You can copy this entire prompt sequence. Just come in here and copy it, and then come back here and paste it. And if you just tell it, my target audience is first-time veteran home buyers in Las Vegas, you are going to see. It's just going to fill in the chat for you. First, it's going to update the memory word for word, and then it's going to write it all out for you as well. This is how you can create your target audiences and start training your ChatGPT on each one of these. There we go. It's still going through the motivations right now, and it's going through each one. And you'll see it's updating it to memory. So guess what, family? Next time I come into ChatGPT, I don't have to keep going back and asking the same questions over and over and over again. Demographic, lifestyle. It is going through each one of these. You can also give it a character limit. Absolutely. And now you have your ICP done for you in seconds. Target audience. Family, this is the training that we have for you today. Create your target audience inside of your ChatGPT. Start saving it to memory. And in the future, we are going to show you guys how to take this and start creating even more content, creating even more emails. First thing you guys got to do, start training for your target audience. What I'm going to do for the people on this video and the people that are watching on the replay as well, you will see that in the chat, in the chat or in the comments, go ahead and click the link that we just shared with you guys. Copy this link. There it is. It's clickable. That's how you guys get the list of prompts for creating your ideal client profile. I'm just going to come back and say this as well. If you guys haven't subscribed to our channel yet, make sure you go to YouTube, like and subscribe while you get a chance. We're going to continue to go over step by step how you can continue to build your ChatGPT to be the perfect employee for you. If you're a real estate agent and don't want to get left behind with all of these AI updates, guys, you're in the right place because we created the world's very first AI certified agent. We have an entire AI institute dedicated to the real estate industry. We have a top custom GPT in the ChatGPT store just for the real estate industry. All you got to do is check out some of the links in the description below. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. And if you're still here, go ahead and check out one of the other videos that we just shot.